Hello, and welcome to ORG576, Qualitative and Quantitative Research Methods. Before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about being an online student, and I'm sure this is not your first course at CSU Global. So I just wanted to reiterate the importance of time management, self-motivation, prioritization, and professionalism in the online environment. So you want to make sure that you're managing your time appropriately throughout the entire course. If you fail to manage your time, a lot of times that will ultimately end up in you being unsuccessful in passing your courses. Also, since you don't have to actually appear face-to-face in a classroom, it's important that you are self-motivated, that you are not waiting until the last minute to get your work done, and that you're really focused on making sure that you read all of the materials and that you complete all of the coursework and engage in all of the discussions. We all have many different roles that we play in our life, and student is just one of them. So it is important that you do take time to prioritize school, and that might be setting aside certain times of the day or certain days of the week where you are focusing solely on your coursework. I know this is difficult, but it is important in order for you to be able to grasp all the concepts and really learn what you need to learn, especially in a class like this, which is a research-based class, because a lot of students are not familiar with research methods. And I also wanted to remind you of the importance of professionalism. So anytime that you are corresponding or communicating with anyone else in the course room or at CSU Global, regardless of whether it's email discussions or assignment submissions or phone calls, make sure that you are always practicing professionalism. So I would like to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Jamie Klein. I will be your professor for this course. And I currently live in Florida. However, I am originally from Wisconsin. My husband and I have been married about 21 years now. And we decided in 2012 to move from Wisconsin to Florida to escape the cold winters. And that has proven to be a very good move. We are excited that we did that every January when it's not freezing cold. We have 3 children, Caleb, Carter, and Cassidy. Our oldest, Caleb, is starting his college career as a civil engineering student this fall. Carter will be a sophomore and will be getting a driver's license soon. And Cassidy is our 7th grader, although she tends to act like she's about 17. So we always have a great time with our family, and that's very important to me. Family is very important to me. And we try to travel around Florida whenever we can and do fun things. And one of which would be fishing. We are very, very into fishing in the Gulf and the Atlantic on our boat. So we do take fishing trips whenever possible. So that's just a little bit about me. My professional background includes a bachelor's degree in business, an MBA with a leadership emphasis, and a PhD in organization and management. I earned all of these degrees online, so I completely understand the online environment from the student perspective as well as from the faculty perspective. So if you're ever thinking my professor does not understand what I'm going through, I can assure you I remember very vividly being an online student and the difficulties and challenges that came with that. I've worked in the IT field since 1995. Most recently, I was the Chief Information Officer at a college. However, I left that position when I moved to Florida. And now I just teach online as my full-time job. I have been teaching at the college level since 2001, both face-to-face and online, and I currently teach every level of education from associate's degree through doctoral students. I am also a curriculum developer for several of the courses at CSU, as well as at some other colleges, and I work part-time as a consultant as well. Now, I am really excited about teaching ORG576. Research is something that I have a passion for and that I have taught at other places. This is a course that I actually helped to develop and design, so hopefully it's a good, solid course that you really learn the research process and the research proposal process. So the learning outcomes include examining the processes of research methods and research design. There are 3 research methods: qualitative, quantitative, and mixed methods. Each of them comes with their own set of research designs that you will learn about. Synthesize gatherings of scholarly research to articulate a current business topic. You'll learn quite a bit about synthesis and the importance of synthesizing the current research on any given topic within this course, because what you will end up doing is trying to further the research in some area. And so it's important that you first show what the current research is in that area or on that specific topic. Interpret quantitative and qualitative research data. So you'll be able to look at research studies, and you should be able to understand the data that they collected and the analysis that they conducted on that data, whether it's quantitative or qualitative. And apply rudiments of scholarly research to writing. So it's very important that in this class you really focus on higher level critical thinking and very sound academic and scholarly writing in your research. So we will go through those over the next 8 weeks. And I do encourage you to let me know if you ever have any questions, because again, this is something that students, the research process is something that students are not always familiar with. So this may be new territory for you, but I am here to help whenever you need it. Some things to remember. First of all, email is the best way for you to communicate with me. I have my phone with me all of the time. So I get my emails on my phone, so basically 24/7 I get emails. When you do email me though, I do ask that you please include the course number in your email subject line, and the reason being I teach multiple courses for CSU Global. So that will help me to narrow down what class to go into to answer your questions. If we do need to schedule a phone call, and I'm completely open to scheduling phone calls, please just email me first and we'll set something up. I do hold office hours, but I'm also available at other times during the day, on weekends. I just ask that you email me and we get something scheduled and not just call out of the blue. The chance of you catching me if you just do that is pretty slim. I also ask that you put your name and the course number in your assignment file name. So when you're uploading a document or a file, the name of that file or document should have your name and the course number in it. Please do not comment in the assignment area after I return your work. When you submit an assignment and I give you feedback, you have the option in Schoology to go in and comment on my comments or to make another comment. I do not see those, nor do I go back into the assignment area for each specific student after I've already graded the assignment, so I will not see those comments. So if you have comments, questions, ideas, concerns, anything about what I have given you for feedback, you must send it to me in an email. That assignment area is definitely not where you would like to send that to me, especially if you want an answer. So I just ask that you kind of adhere to these different rules. Also keep in mind, I do strictly adhere to the late policy for CSU Global. So if you submit your work more than 7 days late, you will receive the 10% points deduction. And also always keep in mind, there are no exceptions to this. You cannot submit anything for grading after the end of the course. So when the course date is passed, even if you submitted something and it was the wrong file, or it doesn't matter, you need to make sure that all work has been submitted prior to the end of the course. Just keep that in mind. I'm very consistent with that as well. So I look forward to working with you over the next several weeks on developing a very solid and sound research proposal. And again, I invite you to ask me any questions that you may have about anything that we talked about or anything in the course room. I look forward to seeing you in Schoology.